I'm Danielle. I sold a shark on the internet. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to ship it. Stick around because it's going to be fun. This is what I'm dealing with, you guys. It's a shark in a jar. So it's about 8 inches tall. I just measured it a few minutes ago, and I'm trying to find the perfect box for it. It has formaldehyde in it, and I believe that this thing probably dates back anywhere from the 60s to the 80s with this cork on the bottom. And it's stamped Shark, Souvenir of Florida. And I'm just guessing that this was an old souvenir based on that sticker and the stamping there and the cork. And it's in pretty good shape, but as you can see, there's some skin, I guess that's skin floating around in the formaldehyde. And my worry is that when I ship this thing, that it might not make it there without leaking. So I'm going to try to take some extra precaution to double and triple bag it up so that if any leak occurs, it stays in the bag. I'm hoping that it all goes smoothly. And so I don't know about you guys, but I recycle boxes and I try to use boxes from family and friends a lot. I just like to keep everything I can out of being wasted and out of the landfill. So I've got the perfect height box or perfect size box, but I want to cut it down because I want this to be able to be shipped in this position. I don't want it to have to lay down in a box like this just because I'm a little scared that it might leak. This is the position that it was meant to be in when it was displayed on a shelf. So I just don't want to lay it over on its side and ship it in a box horizontally. I want to try to keep it vertical. So I'm going to use this recycled box. I'm going to cut it down, and hopefully with enough packing and paper and bags around it, it'll be good and it'll make it where it's going. Let's see where it is going. Actually, it definitely has to get from Kentucky to Utah safely, so I'm gonna make sure I pack it up well. I'm gonna put this on a tripod and I'm gonna let you guys watch me how I pack it up and how I cut the box down and everything, just so you can see for your information. If you ever have to ship something with liquid in it like this, you can see how I do it. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll let you know over there in a few days whether it made it or not. So if you're using recycled boxes, you want to always remove the old label, and even these little tiny labels, I like to remove those too, so there's no confusion on where an item is going. All right, so now that I know that I've got all the labels off, I'm going to go ahead and do my cutting of this box, and I just use a regular knife here. I don't know what you call this, a utility knife, I guess. So I was just kind of eyeing the jar before, and that's what I'm going off of. I just wanted to give it one last check. Alright, so my desk that I work on, it's durable for shipping stuff too, and it can take nicks and whatever because it doesn't really matter. It was probably made in the 1960s or 70s by this handyman from a nursing home, actually, is where this desk came from. So it was in his handyman kind of work area, and so I don't even care. I ship stuff on this, and sometimes my knife nicks the table, and it doesn't matter because it's just that kind of table. I've got one more flap to halfway cut it to. So you just want to score a flap like that whenever you're cutting it. You don't want to cut it too much, you don't want to cut it too little, but you just want to do it just the right amount. So this is the brown packing that was in there. I think I'm going to leave that part in just to give it a nice cushion at the bottom. And I'm actually going to take the shark and put him into this padded bag, and I'm going to seal it up. And I am going to ship this USPS ground. You want to ship it ground because you're not allowed to ship anything liquid or hazardous or whatever through priority mail. And I believe that has to do something with, isn't it something to do with the, like the planes being in the air or something, I guess? I don't even really know. I've just always heard that. Okay, so I've got it double bagged. I'm also going to take a piece of tape. I'm just going to kind of make that tightened up around the middle, like so. And I'm going to wrap it in this brown wrap before I put it down in there. So we're going to put it down in, and as you can see, it's kind of a snug fit already. So that's good. Nothing's going to move around in there. All right. So I've got some brown paper that's going to go on the top. So this would work also with perfumes and maybe even like hairspray or anything that's liquid. You don't have to actually be shipping a baby shark in a jar to benefit from how I'm boxing this up. Now, I don't like that there's going to be a little open spot there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm actually going to cut a piece of cardboard from this excess box that we have. And kind of just eyeballing this and giving it a cut. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on the top like this, so that when I fold my flaps over, that there's actually something solid there at the top. And I originally, I had calculated shipping on this. I used calculated shipping on all of my items for sale in my eBay store. Let's check this weight now that I've got it boxed up. It was about 1.5 pounds without the box, and now with the box and all, I don't know if you can see my scale there, it's 2 pounds 8.4 ounces. So I'm going to enter that in, change that. I'm going to get the dimensions of this new box. Looks like it's right in the shadow or something now. Move the box out of here. All right, so now with the new box, we're going to measure and see. This is 13 by 7 by 6. 13, 7, 6. So that quote comes out to about $12. So my buyer will be getting a partial refund for the portion of the shipping because they paid $20. So I'm going to go ahead and get the label printed for this, get it shipped out along with my pound puppy that sold, the pair of Vans that sold, and what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the Coleman Quick Pump sold for 15 bucks. So I've got the other things packed up. I just need to get the labels on everything. You guys, thanks for hanging out with me while I shipped this and while I packed it up. So if you guys have anything liquid, remember it cannot go priority mail. It has to go a ground service. I hope this video helped you in some way or just entertained you, I guess. All right, thanks guys. Catch you next time. So one quick thing I wanted to add, when you have a horizontal box like this, sometimes it's good to write on here this end up, and I did that on all 4 sides to help ensure that it ends up vertical the whole way that it's shipped. Now, will somebody even pay attention to it when it's amongst thousands of packages or hundreds of packages? I don't know, but I've done my best to ensure that it stays up horizontal, and that's all you can do at that point. But thank you guys so much, and see ya. Oh, no, 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 no. Crap.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Good shot.